If some of you guys are on my Telegram channel, could you let my peoples know over at the Telegram that I'm on live on Instagram, please? I'm good. I'm good, babes. I'm testing out this, because I haven't been on live on IG in a minute, so I'm testing to see how many views are actually going to allow me, how many viewers are actually getting this message out there too. You know, they still got me shadow banned somewhat. I'm definitely protected, baby. I actually got on here so I could have a conversation about that situation that happened in Mexico. I am doing great. Thank you for asking. All them damn followers I have, and they're shadow banning me so much. Let me get on here, send a message to Telegram, let these people know I'm over here on IG. First IG live I've done in a minute. It's been what, 2 months since I've been on here? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. What's going on? Oh, they're putting it out there. They're like, she's on live on Instagram. On IG live now. Boom. All right, there we go. Now I done told everybody. You caught me just in time. All right, so look. You ain't missed nothing, Mama. I just got on here. I'm just giving a few minutes for more people to get logged on to the thing. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things because you missed the live last night I did on Telegram. It's recorded. It's sitting on top of the it's on the front page of the Telegram channel. All right, so first of all, for those of you that are not on my Telegram channel, make sure you come check me out at I Am The Realest To Ever Do It. Telegram, t.me/I Am The Realest To Ever Do It. I'm also on TikTok. So check me out on TikTok too, y'all. I'm over there, so you know I'm about to be doing them skits and shit. Going in. Make sure y'all come on over to my TikTok. It's the same name. I Am The Realest To Ever Do It over there. I literally just signed up over there not too long ago. And when I get it to 1,000 followers, I'll start doing lives over TikTok. All right, so here's the deal. Last night I posted a video. I posted a video, actually 3 videos of some craziness going up in the skies in Mexico. It took place in Mexico City, right inside Acapulco. And that is like 11 hours from where I live at. So I didn't, feel any effects of that. But I was very, very much aware of the things that were going on because I was getting hit by a lot of people in Mexico. They were like, and the site, my Telegram channel, people were hitting me. Instagram, people were hitting me left and right. So I got a chance to check out the video footage. And I was talking to some people and they were telling me what they were experiencing when they were there, in Mexico City. So I go into a state of meditation just to get simple confirmation of what it is I'm actually looking at. Now, I know that some of you guys are new to me. There's people that have been with me for quite some time, and you might say that my viewpoints might be a little out the box. And what I'll say to you is that my consciousness has expanded to have a deeper understanding about things that are going on. All right. So one of the things I'm going to say to you is, it keeps pausing. Are y'all is it pausing? Well, I'm going to keep going, and then I don't know why it would pause. It is pausing. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Pausing here too, getting better. It's glitching. I don't know if that's Instagram messing around or what's going on, but let me come out here to my office. Let me come to my office. There. Y'all got me having to sit down in my office now. How's it sound? It sound better? Okay. Probably internet, probably the internet, Wi-Fi stuff going on. I don't know. But what I want to say to you guys is that I have some viewpoints that are probably out of this world. All right. But you guys have to understand, as I'm expanding in consciousness, I'm receiving information on a daily basis. And I've gotten confirmations of the things that I'm learning about as my mind as my consciousness is expanding. And I talked about the wars that's been taking place in our skies. The video footage that you saw from Mexico City last night was that. Now, one thing I'm going to explain to you guys, because I know that a lot of you guys were focused strictly on the Transformers as if that's the only thing you could possibly see. But you didn't see the plasma. You didn't see the red stripes, the sprites, the red sprites that were coming down. You didn't see any of that. You didn't hear the loud banging and booming that was going on. You didn't hear any of that. And then not to mention there was an earthquake taking place at the same damn time. I've been trying to explain to you guys that sooner or later there was going to come a point where they're not going to be able to hide it. The Transformers exploding is nothing more than a side effect of what you guys actually saw happening. Okay? There was so much destruction and so much fighting taking place in the skies that was bound to happen. So nobody here is negating the fact that the Transformers didn't go off. But I take issue when a person's only focusing on that and they don't see anything else. That's what I take issue with. And that could be conscious levels. That could be people that are on 3D where they just see one thing and they're not able to see all that plasma that's in the sky. I don't know what's going on with folks right now as far as what their sight is doing. But one thing I'm going to tell you is this. A lot of you guys are supposed to have already been at a certain point with your frequency. And a lot of you guys didn't make it in terms of that. So here's how this is going to go. What you saw take place in Mexico City is what's coming to a city near you in the U.S. I was getting video footage and people were sending me pictures and video footage of things that were going on in Atlanta that was very similar to the things that were going on down in Mexico. I got reports, people telling me, because you know I don't live in Arizona, I'm not even in the States anymore. But I got people telling me that there was stuff going on in Arizona that was similar to that. Now, do you guys remember when I said to you a while back, this is like months ago, where I was asking you, are any of you guys hearing loud booms in your neighborhood? And we talked about them being possibly fireworks, okay, where they were setting fireworks off and things like that. Remember, in your local neighborhood, I asked you guys this months ago. Because these are the things that they're trying to prepare you for. What you saw take place is about to get very real inside the United States. And it's happening in the UK. And it's happening in different places for several different reasons. You have several different factors that's going on here. One, I don't know if you guys have been looking at the sun, but the sun is looking real, it's looking real weird right now. I mean, it's looking super weird right now. Then there's video footage of two suns in the sky, or you might see what appears to look like a sun in the sky at nighttime. And this thing actually comes forth, the more negative the people are on the planet, the closer this thing comes to us. Okay? I need you guys to understand this. Now, you have more UFO activity taking place in the skies. A whole lot more UFO activity. These storms that are coming in, whether they're being utilized by HAARP in terms of them creating these storms or aggravating these storms is irrelevant. You can sit up there and have that knowledge about that, but let me explain to you how this works. When we talk about this thing having to fall, because it's going to fall. When you start talking about this thing having to fall, everybody is playing a role in its destruction. Even the individuals who are participating in the tyranny and the negativity and the oppression, they are actually playing along with the role of the destruction of where this thing has to go. America has karma coming to her. Okay? She has karma coming to her. So it is what it is. All right? Australia is seeing its karma from what they did to the Aboriginal people there in Australia. It was revealed to me that's the reason why they're on lockdown. So the thing about the lockdown situation, we talked about this 20, 25 years ago. Our scholars was talking about this stuff years ago, about how there's going to come a point in time where the people in America will go down in lockdown. So all you're seeing is what we talked about back then manifesting itself right now. So all of this is karma. And it needs to be understood that regardless if it's a man-made situation taking place or it's Mother Nature doing it, either way you look at it, the shit gotta go. Okay? Now, you also have, because of the plasma, the CMEs hitting the planet, all of this cosmic energy on the planet in conjunction with these storms. It's not a good look. Now, I don't know if you heard the banging that was going on and the explosions that were going on up in the sky. That's not the first time I've seen that. I'm down here in Mexico, further south, and I've seen wars literally taking place in the sky. This wasn't no normal, like, lightning strike. And let me just say this one thing. I saw some of y'all making stupid ass comments on my page talking about, oh, this is fear mongering. And it's always these individuals that have no spirituality about them, no higher consciousness about them. They don't have any of that going on. I really wish they'd stop calling me. They don't have any of that going on, okay? And they come in with their 3D mindset, and they keep saying the same thing over and over again, over and over and over again, that, oh, this is just the Transformers blowing up, oh, this is fear-mongering, oh, this is that, etc., okay? And they always got something negative to say because their vibration is not high enough to see the things that we all can see. We as a people, which is the reason why I said to you, you got to get closer to nature. You got to connect to nature so you're able to properly discern what is natural and what is not. Okay? That's all you have to do is tap yourself back into nature so you can tune into what is natural and what is not. Once you start tapping into that energy again, it's going to be very easy for you to be able to discern. We have natural capabilities. We have like a natural radar, okay, where we can detect this type of shit. You want to know why? Because we're naturally divine cosmic beings. We know when our machinery is at war. We know that sound. We know what that looks like. Now, we may not have been exposed to it in our lifetime growing up, but it's something that the DNA never forgets. It's already within you. So when I'm speaking this information, I'm speaking to my people in a way where I'm saying to you, you need to learn how to tap in to your original frequencies. Because you're a cosmic by divine nature. A lot of you guys aren't even what you think you are. But you know when you hear something, or when you look at something, you know what that is. But these people that are not tuned into themselves on a spiritual level always wants to come in and say, oh, you're fear-mongering. You're doing this, you're doing that. Because they lack understanding. Okay? They lack understanding. I'm not really even here to knock those people. At the end of the day, they'll get it sooner or later, when the shit hits their neighborhoods, then they're going to get it. Okay? So I kind of really wanted to techniques, routines when you go into nature one day. Can you show us some of your techniques or routines when you go into nature one day? I mean, I don't really know. I don't know what it, there is no technique or routine when I go into nature. I just go into nature and tune myself into nature. I might go into a meditation and sit in the forest. You know, we got a lot of rainforest down here, you know, so I like to go in and I like to connect to that energy. And I think that's something that we all should start doing a lot more often than what we have been. Okay? Am I feeling something big will happen for 9/11 for distraction? I think that because so many people are focused on that date, I don't feel like it's going to happen on that day. It'll happen some other day, but I don't feel like it's going to happen on that day. You know, when they start trying to build hype up around, and usually this is done by people just because they feel something in the air, right? And it only makes sense that you would tie something to 911, right? It's too obvious. And in case you guys haven't noticed this, they don't operate like that. They don't operate where they're just going to give you something on a day that you think is supposed to happen. Usually they're going to do this at a time when you least expect it. Okay? So try not to be too concerned about anything happening on 9/11. I doubt very seriously that's going to happen just because of the simple fact that people are already tuned into that frequency. Take yourself out of that frequency. It's a program. Okay? It's a program. What I need my people to understand is this. Whatever you're seeing with nature, because she is very wrathful and she is very angry right now. Whatever you are seeing with her, do not look at this from a place of fear. There's nothing for you to be afraid of. Okay? There's nothing for you to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing for you to be afraid of. You need to know and understand that you are witnessing the fall of this system. And it's going to do everything in its power to try to survive. And one of its main energies that it utilizes is fear. Another instrument that they utilize is lies. Censorship, propaganda. Okay? So if you understand that these are the programs that the Matrix is running, you should master this game already. Y'all should be mastering this game already. Y'all should be able to see this program running like, okay, I know what that is. Okay, oh, okay, we're in September. Yeah, about this time of year, this is usually when we start seeing celebrities checking themselves up out of here, and y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that's about. Okay? Usually this happens around this time of year. It's almost guaranteed that it happens around this time of year. The thing that bothers me is the fact that it's always us suffering at the wrath of this bullshit. What I'm trying to get you guys to understand this is that you got to come out of a place of victimhood. You got to come up out of that. You can't be in a place of fear, and you cannot be in a place of victimhood, because that shit that's up on my Instagram page right now. Let me explain something to you. That is going to be times 10 on steroids when it hits the U.S. full blown. And my question to you is, what are you going to do when it hits? How are you going to react to it? Do you have a plan put in place? I asked you guys a question about the water. I said, have any of you guys noticed shortage in water? Or have you noticed the prices going up? And some of you guys responded to me and you said, yes, I'm noticing food shortages. I'm noticing water shortages. And when I say food shortages, I want to make sure I'm clear about what I'm saying here. Do not get processed food confused with real food, because it's not the same thing. Okay? You can see a whole aisle full of processed food and think, what are you talking about? We got all the food in the world. I'm not talking about that food, fam. I'm talking about real food. Real food. Okay? And I want you to become more aware of your surroundings. More aware of the things that are going on around you. You can't be walking around here with your head buried in the sand. You don't even have the luxury to do that anymore. Because what you guys witnessed in those videos is already starting to happen here in America. But it's going to get turned up. And as the months continue to keep going, it's going to get turned up. As each month passes, it's going to get more turned up and more turned up to where people are not going to know if they're coming or going. So I'm trying to help you prepare your mindset for this kind of energy. Did you see how scared those folks were when they saw that lightning in the sky and they heard all them thunders and booms? Did you see how real that was? Those people's reactions wasn't scripted. That was real. People were shook. Do you really think you're about that life, that you can handle that type of pressure when it gets real like that? Do you understand that the type of war that we're in is beyond a spiritual war, that it is galactic, it is cosmic? When you start hearing about these people talking about they're coming down with illnesses and the doctors don't know why, that's because the conventional westernized medicine is not going to resolve the issue. Because you're dealing with galactic warfare here. Period. And it's very obvious the way they've been promoting the AI, the way they've been promoting everything else. Okay? The way they've been promoting everything else. It all falls under AI technology. AI technology is coming from extraterrestrials. Extraterrestrials that are giving this information to people here who think that they're protected if they're siding with these types of beings that do not have their best interests at heart. The worst thing a person can ever do is make a deal with the devil and think that the devil's going to look out for him in the end. It's naive. And every single last person that participates in all of this has got blood on their hands at the end of the day. And the end result of what that's going to be is the offspring. Their offspring is going to suffer. And every single thing that they have ever done, their offspring continues to suffer. What you're witnessing is their offspring suffering right now from the stuff that their forefathers did a long time ago against the indigenous people of these lands. So now stuff is hitting the fan here in America in ways that they never even saw coming. They don't understand that they're under judgment right now. And anybody that's siding with that energy that is not for the betterment of people is also going to face the same judgment. It don't matter what color your skin is. If you're on the wrong side of the fence, you're going to deal with that energetic judgment, period. Because see, the judgment comes and it judges you based upon your frequency and how you're operating, how you're moving, what you're paying attention to, what activities you're participating in. Are you creating karma even as we speak, as you're now alive on this earth? Are you creating karma? Are you doing anything that is not only to better your life, but to also better the life of others? Are you doing anything that's considered to be service to self, service to others? Are you doing everything that's service to self? All the people who didn't make it to the vibrational frequency that they were supposed to be at, I don't even want to say the words. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, and your frequency should be high as hell. Because if it was high, you would be able to see the things that people that are operating on a higher frequency can see. And just because you don't have the ability to see it, don't mean that it doesn't exist. Some of you guys, it's going to take for some shit to creep right up on your doorstep for you to get the message, but see, by that time, it's going to be too late. This isn't a message about trying to save any of y'all when it's live today. This ain't about that. Because I ain't trying to save none of y'all no more. Them days are over. I'm simply having a conversation with you to give you some clarity of the things I had been talking about a year ago that's happening now. When all y'all said, oh, your predictions didn't come true, but they're happening now though, aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, y'all real quiet over there, huh? Who'd you vote in office? Y'all thought that was the shit. Y'all quiet over there right now, ain't you? With the policies he passing, y'all quiet as hell, huh? Look at this big ass mess that's been created in America. A big ass, hot ass mess. And it's gonna continue to get messier. They're going to try to force these transitions to bring in these new technologies in. They're going to try to force these They're going to try to force this new technology in terms of the money in. It's going to be a hot ass damn mess because this wasn't planned out properly, and you had too many people that was in the role of greed to stop the things from happening that's already happening now that's beyond their control. All you see them doing at this point, what you're witnessing right now, when you see all the stuff happening that you see right now, is desperation because of that shit that's going on up in the skies. They already were told, your time is up. We're here now, and we're going to take this whole shit over. They were already told this. You got the military right now. Based on remote viewing, you got the military right now training out in the oceans to try to go to war with that they ain't going to defeat. Because they already know what's up in the skies. But they actually really think that they're going to go to war with that they don't fully have a full understanding about. You're not going, ain't nobody going to win. There's not going to be any winning of the war from this side. Okay? And let me tell you what an ultimate agenda is. We know what their agenda is. But what I'm trying to make you guys understand is that their agenda is actually small compared to what those who they got the answer to's agenda is. You guys need to understand that these so-called powers of be that you like to call these people, these so-called powers of be, are one or two things. A, they're either not human, or B, they're answering to something that's not human. That's how this goes. And whatever it is that they're answering to that's not human, you can best believe is orchestrating all this shit to fall. You got Bill Gates right now on tribunal with the Arcturians right now. They're having a straight up tribunal for crimes against the cosmos because of the shit that he was trying to do with the sun and other things that he was doing that y'all didn't know nothing about. That's why you ain't heard nothing from this dude. You ain't heard nothing. I'm telling y'all what it is. The protection that he had is down now. He ain't got it no more. Okay? And right now, there's a lot of negotiation taking place. A whole lot of, let me try to work out something, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's very, very complex. But the things that they're talking about has everything to do with the old world. It ain't got shit to do with the new world or the 5D earth. It ain't got nothing to do with it. What I want you guys to do is I want you to put your focus and your mindset on elevating. So hopefully you will be able to get your ass in the 5D earth. But I'm going to tell you something about this. Because I heard some people make some comments about us being already in 5D earth. That is literally impossible for us to be in 5D earth because a lot of people would not survive that. With the mindsets that the people have, people are out here losing their mind. People are out here not sleeping. A lot of you guys are not sleeping. And I told y'all about that in June, remember? When I said a lot of y'all ain't going to be able to sleep. Remember that? A lot of y'all are not sleeping. And this ain't got nothing to do with your frequency being so high that you can't sleep. This has everything to do with the fact that your frequency isn't high enough. And you're not in direct alignment with Earth. All right? Okay? So I want you guys to think about that. We're coming into a different kind of reality here. When those solar flares had hit the Earth, I don't know about y'all, but I literally felt a shift take place. A shift happened. I talked to some of y'all on my Telegram about it, but a shift took place. So we're now entering into another paradigm. And this paradigm is going to require you to really be on your square. It's going to require humanity to come together. It's going to require humanity to put all their differences aside. It's going to require all the stuff that you think matters, that's petty at the end of the day. None of that stuff's going to matter when you're faced with some of the things that you're going to be faced with. None of the stuff is going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter is going to be your survival. That's what's going to matter. How you choose to conduct yourself from here on out is going to be a major determining factor. Togetherness, cooperativeness, things of that nature, that's what's going to matter. All the rest of this shit y'all on, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So if y'all can't come together and work some stuff out together and start prepping for the things to come, then it's going to be chaotic anyway. It's going to be chaotic anyway. But it's different when you're going through that with other people or groups of people versus you going through this by yourself. Okay? But don't be afraid. There's no need for you guys to have any fear about anything that's going on right now. Okay, babies? There's nothing for you to be afraid of. You should be rejoicing. Rejoice that this is falling. Rejoice that this is falling. Now, some of you guys may not like that, but let me explain something to you. The reality that we have been living under in this country did not benefit us on any level. It benefited other groups of people, but it didn't benefit us. So, any one of y'all that's on this live, y'all should be happy to see this whole system fall. I didn't say it was going to be comfortable, fam. Some of y'all be wanting things to happen. You want things to be comfortable. You want, okay, fall, but I don't want nothing to affect me though in the process of it falling. I want to be in my comfort zone like I've always been. I'm going to keep the same job I have, and I want to make the same money that I'm making, and I don't want to be inconvenienced. That is not realistic. And some of you guys are going to get caught out there because you guys are not thinking from a realistic point of view. That's not the way this goes, because freedom is not free. There is a price to pay when you want your freedom. And so because so many of us have allowed this whole thing to manifest itself, and we didn't put this shit in check sooner. And when I say we, I'm talking about everybody on the collective level. Because we have allowed, you had one group of people that felt it was okay and felt entitled to live a specific way. Right? You had another group of people that had everything stripped from them and suffered for those other group of people to benefit off of it. Right? Then you had foreigners coming into the country, benefiting and jumping on top of everything else. Everything is completely out of order. The way this thing is set up, it is a cocktail for chaos and destruction. It is set up that way. You got all these Afghan refugees coming into the country. You got everybody coming into this country wanting to claim civil rights. So So you got everybody being looked after but us. And you think this shit ain't supposed to fall? Oh, it's gonna fall. Because they have systematically disrespected and made a mockery of the original people that are from these lands. So there's a price to pay behind that. So whether they're using HAARP or Project Blue Beam, or they're utilizing their own ships, or they're using technology to create earthquakes, or they're using technology to create hurricanes, it doesn't matter. All of them are actors. All of them are playing a role, whether they're aware of it or not. And that role is the fall. And they're not exempt from the fall. That's the funny thing about this. That's the beautiful thing about this whole situation, is that nobody's exempt from the fall. Even the ones who are even the ones that are perpetuating it, they're not exempt from the fall. Their offspring damn sure ain't exempt from the fall. Karma is here. Armageddon is here. And this war is all the way galactic. All the way galactic. Soon as they start talking about that AI, as soon as they start talking about things that they wanted to, and the jab and what they were trying to put in the jab to get you, as soon as they were talking about that stuff, nanos, all that, as soon as they started talking about that stuff, that should have told you right then and there, this is cosmic. This is some galactic shit going on here. That's all this is. And don't even get me started about how a lot of these people are injected with implants. Don't even get me started on that. Every single person who has gotten that test or who has gotten the jab, implants, which are designed to influence you and take you off path. So now that should make everyone think why so many people are out here doing shit that don't make no damn sense. It's because of the implants. And let me explain something to you. You can get an implant by breathing the air, because they're shooting out nanoparticles in the air. It's not a hard thing to do. They can put it in the food. You could be having sex with someone that has that stuff in their body, and that stuff transitions over to you. But when you start to see people making moves that don't make no sense, and they have no explanation as to the reason, where they're not even reading, like they're deaf, like they're tone deaf, like they can't see, implants. Okay? And I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask a question. Okay? And it's simply to make you critically think. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm not saying it's not the case. I'm asking you a question. And the question is this. When they speak about these variants, right? Did it ever occur to any one of you, or at least make you ask the question, how do you know that it's really that, or it's not a side effect from those who went and got the jab? How do you know it's not a side effect? How do you know that when they got it, that they're experiencing side effects and they're saying that it's a variant? How do you know? And it's just a question I'm asking. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. I'm simply asking a critical thinking question. These are questions I ask myself. How do I know that that ain't what this is? We know what we're told, but you have the right to ask questions. And I'm just simply asking the question. I'm not saying that's what it is, though. But I am asking the question, well, how do I know that's what it is? Because when you look at the newspaper articles, New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, Reuters, when you look at some of the articles that's been put out about this remedy, they've been very contradictory. One minute they're saying this, next minute they're saying that, and you're like, okay, well, which is it? Is it this or is it that? I'm confused now. I don't understand. You guys said this, and now you're saying this, but you didn't tell us this before, so now this is in the play, and then you're saying that there's a couple other things going on. So I'm like, okay, so how do I know that what you're saying is accurate? How do I know that what you're saying is really what it is? How do I know that you're not going to switch up? I don't know. Okay? So those are questions that, I think that people should just simply ask themselves, and you come up to your own conclusions with whatever answers you come up with. Okay? But aside from that, there has been major color in the skies, radiation. Some of you guys have been seeing red skies. Now, depending on which area you're in. Okay, so if you're in California, we all know that's being caused by the fires. Okay, we understand that. When you see the red sun, that's a reflection of all the smoke and the fires and stuff like that that's going on in that region. But what if you're seeing this and there is no fires taking place? And it's just red everywhere you turn around and look. You have to begin to start asking a whole lot of questions like, what the hell is going on? And the sun. What the hell is going on with the sun, fam? The sun is on some whole other shit. Have you guys been seeing? Look, I'm down here in Mexico, right? They don't do no spraying down here. You just see all the business. Okay, you see it all. Whatever it is, you're just going to see it. They don't have the money to spend to spray the skies all damn day. They just don't. Okay, so they're not wasting their money on that silly shit. So we see things as they are down here, right? So I'm chilling at someone's penthouse, and I'm in their infinity pool, right? And I'm gonna put the video up, and from where I'm at, you can see the sun, like a straight view of the sun. Fam, that thing was so huge. I was like, yo, what the hell is going on with the sun? Why does it look like that? Now it's clear, okay? It's a clear day. And I'm seeing the sun super large. We ain't never seen that before. Now, not only am I seeing the sun that large, but there's something behind it. There's something behind it. I saw like these rainbow rainbow rings, but it was the way that it looked. This wasn't something I'd seen before. This was different. This was different. And this sun has really taken a lot of folks on up out of here. I'm going to make sure you guys are clear about that. Y'all got to get clear about the sun. You remember last year when I had that conversation about the sun making people sick? The sun was going to make people sick. So there's a bacteria that people are getting in their bodies. And when radiation hits it, no matter where the radiation is coming from, it gives you flu-like symptoms. Right? If you're operating on a lower vibrational frequency, right? And you got radiation hitting you, it's going to take your ass right on up out of here. I specifically said to you guys last year, get your frequency up. Get your frequency up. I can't speak for y'all, but I'm rejoicing that sun. Because that sun, and y'all should be getting as much of it as you possibly can get, because it is putting people online. Spend as much time in that sun as you possibly can. Eat the sun. Eat the sun energy. Eat it. But spend as much time out in that sun as you possibly can. Because it is transforming us. It is transforming us to a new carbonated being. There was an article that was just put out, I want to say a week ago or 2 weeks ago, where they're saying that people are growing extra veins in their body. I don't know if y'all saw that article or not. Okay? So there's new things and new things that are happening on a consistent basis. The veil is getting thinner by the day. Because the timelines have merged. You took some monatomic gold this morning? Every day, fam. The sun purifies you. Boom. Also, the sun, if you're depending on what frequency you're operating on, the sun can also heal you. Like if you are sick, sit out in the sun and the sun will heal you if you're on a certain vibrational frequency. If you're not on a frequency, I wouldn't recommend you to do that. But if you're operating on a certain frequency, the sun heals. It heals the body. Talk to the sun. Tell the sun, give me your energy. Give me your energy and heal my body. My body needs to be healed. And visualize the sun's energy coming into your body, going to the specific area where you're not feeling well at, and visualize the sun energy going in and healing all the different parts of your body that you need assistance with. And watch what happens. Especially us, babies, because we're children of the sun. We got these beautiful curls, these coils. Okay? Those are our antennas to the sun. These are the conductors to the sun. Y'all that got them dreadlocks, y'all should be soaking that hair in the sun all the time. It looks like you're eating the sun. Stand in the sun. Now if you can't handle it, I'm not saying stay out there and kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but spend some time, get yourself about 15 minutes of sun a day. Okay? Stay 7 minutes in the front, turn around, give it 7 minutes in the back. You're good to go there. Do this every day. That's what I do. I go outside, I do 7 minutes in the front, 7 minutes in the back. Okay, and then if I'm out running around and it's sunny down here all the time, it's a tropical environment, so it's sunny down here all the damn time. So any time I got errands to run or I'm doing something, I'm out in the sun all the time. It's just sunny down here. It's always sunny and warm. Okay, very tropical. Father Ra, Ashe. Rotisserie style. But yo, that sun in Arizona is disrespectful, fam. That heat in Arizona, that sun in Arizona is disrespectful. Like, just mean for no reason. 115, 120 degrees. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. And then it's dry, nobody has time for that. I had to get the hell off from up out of there. I couldn't do it no more. I'm really appreciative that I was able to do this live with you guys without it being interrupted. Very appreciative of it. I'm chilling. Make sure you guys check me out. Telegram. I'm now on TikTok. Okay. I don't know if ever doing a TikTok. Please go find me on TikTok and follow me over there, please. Check me out on my Telegram channel. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to be in the know of a lot of stuff that's going on, stuff that I can't talk about here on Instagram, it's definitely being talked about over there on Telegram. Okay? Take your asses over there. Go over there and check me out. Download the Telegram app and then search for the channel. And the channel is called I Am the Realest to Ever Do It. Okay? You guys are so welcome. Yes, I'm going to save the live. Yes, I snuck on here. Yeah, the Telegram is definitely lit. A lot of people are over there now. Like, a lot of people are in Telegram. I got a nice community. I got about 7 groups over there that's attached to the channel. You know, different groups and stuff like that. You guys check out. I got one group over there called Current Events. Current Events News 1 is the name of the group. You go in there, you join that, and you just read on all the current events that are going on, and look at all the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're posting so you guys can keep up on the things that are going on. It's not an interactive channel. Our group, it's just for you to read only, but it gives you a lot of information. The channel you can interact with. I got another group called Say It Loud, Say It Loud 01. Y'all can take your butts over there, check it out. I got another group where I allow people to promote their businesses. It's called ISIS Marketplace. Go check that out. You know what I'm saying? See what people are posting up over there, stuff that you can purchase. You know, I got an investment group called Timeless Financial Investments. Go over there. If you want to get your investment game on, that's the group that you need to check out. Yeah, there's a lot of information on there. What's my TikTok name? The same name that I'm on Instagram. Check me out on YouTube, Isis Wisdom. Go on over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, because I'm doing a lot of lives on YouTube as well. That's why I haven't been doing anything over here on Instagram. I've been doing them on YouTube, because Instagram kicks me off the shit at least every other month. I get banned or kicked off or shadow banned or something, whatever. So I'm trying my best to really stay within the community guidelines this going around, and anything that I need to say, I just take it off the platform and going over to my own platform and talk about whatever I need to talk about. So that's why you guys haven't really seen me do lives on IG like that, because I'm doing video live streams on Telegram, just like this. And I could bring y'all in and we could talk in the whole nine, but I'm doing video live streams on Telegram. So y'all need to get your asses over to Telegram, because I'm doing more stuff in that community than I'm doing in other places. Okay? So bring your asses over there. Come check for me. My Telegram is I am the realest to ever do it. He said the realest nigga to do it, to ever do it. Stupid ass. That's fine that you're not there on TikTok. I'm just building my name up on the internet. But the Telegram is lit. All right, babies, I'm gonna get off here. I really appreciate it. Just want to come on here, drop some science and whatnot. I really don't have nothing else to say. I said everything I need to say. I appreciate y'all. Yes, it's being saved. I'll holler back. Peace and blessings.